Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are good, safe and sound. So we have already completed with the chapter emerging technologies. But in few lectures we are going to just have a revision of emerging technologies, as I had also given the revision for the SEO chapter. Okay, and right now we are on the new channel. Okay, so might be many of the students they have missed the lectures. So here will be a quick revision of this chapter in few YouTube lectures of emerging technologies. So hope you understand it in a complete and good way. Okay, so let's begin with the chapter, that is the chapter number 4, emerging technologies revision. Okay. Emerging technologies. So those who have already seen all the lecture students, so they might be very well aware of everything, every terms which is related to technology. So now this revision will help them a lot to have a clear concept of everything. Okay, and hope you all have started with the practice of OLE questions on your OLE login. Okay, so students just start practicing, as almost all the chapters are about to complete of IT. Okay, and inshallah in next few lectures we'll begin with the practical part as well. Okay, so hope you all are studying well and just paying attention to your studies and focusing on your goal. Okay, so let's begin with the chapter number 4, emerging technologies. Now in emerging technology students, in the very beginning students, we have studied what is emerging technologies. Okay, so emerging technologies are characterized by radical novelty. Okay, emerging technologies. Okay, so what it characterizes students? It is characterized by radical novelty. Radical novelty. Radical novelty is a totally new thing we can say, and relatively fast growth. Okay, relatively fast growth because it is emerging students. So emerging means it's growing, always growing. Okay, and where we can say it has a prominent impact, etc. on the technologies. Okay, students. So in other words, we can say emerging technology can be defined as a radical, novel and relatively fast growing technology. What? It can be defined as what? Radically novel and what? Relatively fast growing technology. Fast growing technology. Okay, so this we have studied in the very beginning of the emerging technologies, and in general terms we have defined it is that it is used to describe a new technology, but also refers to the continuing development of an existing technology. That means we cannot say that always it's a new technology. It can also be said that the technology which has been already developed, it is a continual growth in that. Okay, so that's why we can describe it in general terms that it is used to describe a new technology, but also refer to the continuing development of an existing technology. Okay, what we can say and can be described as the continuing development of an existing technology. Okay, students. So this is the few definitions of your emerging technologies. Now, in this chapter, the very first topic which we have studied, students, is what? Can you tell me? Yes, in the very beginning we have studied the first topic is IoT, that is Internet of Things. Okay, the very first topic which we have studied in this chapter is IoT, which is said as Internet of Things. Okay. Now, this was the first topic, students, which we have studied. Now, what is referred as thing in terms of technology or in context of IoT? So, we'll just have a look on thing. What is called as thing? Because it is Internet of Things. So, thing in the context of IoT is an entity, we can say, students. It's an entity. It's an entity or physical object that has a unique identifier. A unique identifier, we can say. And what? It's an embedded system. It's an embedded system. Okay. And the ability to transfer data. The ability to transfer data over a network. Okay, students, so this is the thing in Internet of Things. What is a thing? It's an entity or physical object that has a unique identifier. It's an embedded system and it has the ability to transfer data over a network. Okay, so this is called as your thing. Okay, now in simple terms, what we can say the Internet of Things is what? In simple terms, IoT refers to the billions of physical devices around the world that are connected to the internet. Okay, students. So, because we are learning Internet of Things in emerging technology, students, so here every time you have to remember that you can utilize the technology as long as you are connected to a network, that is to the internet. Okay, so you have to keep this thing in mind. So in simple terms, we can say the Internet of Things or IoT refers to the billions of physical devices around the world that are connected to the internet. Okay, and all collecting and sharing data over the network. Okay, students. So what it has, what? It has billions of physical devices. Okay, students. So as long as you are connected, so these all what they are doing, they are collecting and sharing data. What they are doing? They are collecting and sharing data. Okay, students, so we can say that IoT is technology, or we can say the Internet of Things in a technology that is basically used for collecting and sharing data over the network. Okay, and you can utilize the technology as long as you are connected. Okay, as we know that being connected is awesome. It's an amazing thing. Okay, so IoT gives us a very, you can say, the best features of technology. Okay, so a complete IoT system integrates 4 distinct components. Okay, you have to remember this, that a complete IoT system, that is the Internet of Things. Now, very important thing here in these students, comprises of 4 distinct components. On which it works, students. So you have to just have a look on this, because these 4 components make your system work. Okay, in Internet of Things, in technology. Okay, so the very first stage, students, is the sensors, and very important part as well. Okay, and also we can say it as the devices. Then the second one is the connectivity. As long as you are connected, then only you are going to have the access to all the technology, all the things, all the sharing and transferring of data and collecting of data. The third one is the data processing. And the fourth one is your user interface, because to have the utilization of the technology, there should be some user interface. So through this user interface, we can access the technology. Okay, we can utilize the different features and the aspects of the technology. Okay, students. So these are the 4, we can say, the components of the Internet of Things system, through which we can just have the features and facilities and advantages of the technology: sensors, devices, connectivity, data processing, and a user interface. Okay, and then we have seen the IoT examples. Okay, top IoT examples. So many examples we had seen, students. Okay, I'll just let you know few examples here. Okay, so the examples are here. The very common are the connected appliances. Okay, the appliances which are connected. Okay, there are so many appliances. Okay, nowadays we are using with the help of internet, students. Okay, like we are having nowadays the remote control things at our home. TV is already there. Then we have we can use now the lights, the fans and everything. Okay, then we are having the doors, okay, which are working on with the remote control. Sensors are there, okay, which are getting activated, okay, when we want to use it with certain, we can say, the features and all. Okay, then we had seen the smart home security system. Smart home security system, we can say, nowadays we have the face recognition, okay, to open the door and all the confidential things, okay, the things which are needed to be logged. Okay, so here we can have the CCTV camera. So many things are there. Okay, students. Then next, what we have seen, autonomous farming equipments. Nowadays, farming has also become very advanced, okay, because of the technology. the farmer beforehand can find out that which tools to be needed to have farming so that we can have a profitable growth for the different grains or whatever the farmer is doing in his field. Okay, then we have wearable health monitors. Wearable health monitors means with this students, a patient can have a check of his health. Means the doctors can also keep a check on the patient's situation and condition by the method of wearable health monitors. Means as soon as the temperature rises of the body of the patient, the system will give an alarm that okay, the temperature has rise or BP has shoot up or it has gone down, or the sugar has shoot up or it has gone down, like this. Okay, then we have so many MRI, CT scan, and so many things we are having with this type of technology. Okay, then next we have what students? Smart factory equipment. Okay, these are the few example students which we have studied, okay, in our lecture. And then we have the biometric students, even you are using in your college, that you have to put your finger to get your attendance done by the system that you are present or absent. Okay, your biometric system will let you know. Okay, if you put your finger and it's matched with the already feeded data, then okay, you are present. So biometric cybersecurity scanners are there. Okay, so these were the few examples which we have seen. Okay, students, in the earlier chapters, and even the subtopics of the chapter. Okay, so IoT simply means taking all the things in the world and connecting them to the internet. Okay, as I have said, students, that being connected is an awesome. Okay, it feels amazing that okay, means just you are connected, you can have access to each and everything wherever or in whichever part of the world you are, doesn't matter. You are virtually connected. Okay, and virtually you can access all the data which is needed by you. Okay, so and after that we had seen the advantages. Okay, advantages of IoT. A few of the advantages. Okay, you have to study this advantages. So a few advantages here are what students? Efficient resource utilization. Then second one is your minimize human effort. Why students minimize human effort? Because everything is connected. Okay, the manpower has been replaced by the technology. So that's why there is less human intervention or no human intervention, okay, in many of the technologies. Okay, and then it's time saving. Then it has enhanced data collection. Then it has improved security. And then It's cost effective. Okay, in the beginning it may be little bit, you can say, expensive, but later on it's cost effective. Okay, after advantages, students, we have the disadvantages as well. Okay, there are very less disadvantages as compared to the advantages. What are the disadvantages, students, here? The disadvantages, it's privacy, and the second one we can say the complexity. Okay, students, so these are the few things, okay, which we have studied in our chapter. Okay, so inshallah in next lecture I'll continue with the next part of the vision of the emerging technologies. Okay, until then, just have a revision or revise everything and just study, work hard, because only few months, not even the months, the days, we can say the few days is remaining for your board examination. So please work hard, focus on your goal and try to achieve it. Okay, until then, take care. Assalamu alaikum.